Hello everyone and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name is Stratton and for today's workout, we're gonna be hitting our full body. There's gonna be tons of variety in today's workout and here's the format. We're gonna take 10 exercises and repeat them 3 times. We're gonna do each exercise for 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds in between, and like I said, repeat that 10 circuit 3 times. For the workout today, you're gonna acquire that variety of dumbbells. As always, here's the ones that I'm using, but keep in mind these are just for reference and to lift within your own abilities. I'm gonna start you with a warm up and we're gonna end with a cool down today. All right. Full body, head to toe. Are you ready to do this one on Move Daily? I am. Let's do it. All right, let's warm things up here. I'm gonna use a resistance band to warm up some of my shoulders and arms. If you don't have a resistance band, you can just skip this part. We're gonna start off with some band pull-aparts. And I'm gonna bring that band above my head and bring it below my neck. And I'm gonna do some around the worlds. Is that what they're called? I don't know. That's what I'm calling them. It feels like that's what they should be called. All right, go ahead, switch directions. Good. I'm gonna set that band to the side and do some torso rotations. And I'm gonna brace myself up against a wall and do some leg swings. I'm gonna bend my knee and do some hip rotations. And I'm gonna move to the other leg, do some leg swings. And bend that knee and do some hip rotations. All right, there is the first 5 exercises. Grab those dumbbells. Let's get started, shall we? All right, first exercise is a goblet squat. I'm gonna hold my 35-pound dumbbell. Feet shoulder width apart. Dumbbell into goblet position. Get ready and we're gonna drop it low. All the way down. Pause briefly at the bottom, drive up through those heels. We're gonna stay standing and do a cross body raise for a little bit of chest, upper chest, and a little bit of delts coming up. Good. Let's go into that cross body raise. I'm gonna hold my 15s. Shoulders back. I like to lean forward slightly with a slight bend in the knee, and we're scooping. So bringing that right arm across our body, aiming for the right side, and left arm aiming for the right arm, aiming for the left arm aiming for the right. Here we go. But you should feel that contraction in your chest when we scoop that raise. We're gonna head down to the ground for a starfish for our abs coming up.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every morning counts.
Good. All right, let's head down to the ground for a starfish. So laying flat on our back. Start off in a starfish position, like you're gonna do a snow angel. And bring opposite hand to foot. So sit up, opposite hand to foot, and back down, all the way down. We're gonna make our way to standing after this and do some alternating reverse lunges. Good. All right, make our way to standing for those alternating reverse lunges. I'll hold my 20s. We're gonna have all that weight on the front foot. Keep that back foot there just for stabilization. And drive through the heels. We're gonna stay standing for a bicep curl, or alternating bicep curl coming up. Good. Alternating bicep curl. I'm gonna hold my 20s, 25s. Get ready, shoulders back, core is tight. And we keep that elbow pointed down to the ground. Squeeze at the top, slow control on the way down. We're gonna go into a sit up on the ground coming up, but we're gonna stay on the ground for a tricep extension and chest press. So bring some weight down that you can do both with. Good, all right. Going into that sit up. You can have your legs out like this, flat, if you want to make it easier. I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult for myself and bend my knees. Keep my hands on my head for the whole time. And sit up. So again, we're staying down here for that tricep extension coming up next. Good work. All right, that tricep extension, I'm gonna hold my 25s. Might be a little bit heavy. I guess we'll see. Okay. All right, palms facing each other. Keep that elbow pointed to the ceiling. Come up, I like to rotate my wrist at the top. I feel like I get a better squeeze at the top. We're gonna move into a chest press, staying on the ground after this. Good, chest press is next. I'm gonna stick with the same weight. Arms at a 45-degree angle. Same with your wrists. Down, slow control, touching the ground and up, squeezing at the top. We're gonna make our way to standing coming up, and we're gonna go into an RDL, Romanian deadlift. Good. Okay, make your way to standing. Going into the RDL, I'll hold my 35-pound dumbbells. Feet closer than shoulder width. Slight bend in the knee, bringing those weights down by your shins all the way down, pushing out that butt as far as you can. Feeling that real good stretch in your hamstrings. We're gonna go into a front raise and lateral raise after this. Good. Front raise, lateral raise. I'm gonna hold my 12s. So we're gonna both hands at the same time, palms facing the ground, front raise, palms neutral, lateral raise. So up in front of us, down to our sides, and out. That's gonna complete the first circuit. And we're gonna go back to the top. All right, good work. Put those dumbbells away. Grab our selects of water. And let's get ready for round 2 and join me back. All right, round 2. Starting off with the goblet squat. Gonna hold my 35. Get ready. And work. Got that cross body raise coming up next. Good. Cross body raise. Gonna stick with my 15s again. Slight bend of the knee. Leaning forward ever so slightly, and we're scooping. You really want to puff out that chest. Put that emphasis on the chest rather than your delts. Going down to the ground for that starfish coming up. Make our way to the ground for the starfish. Get ready. And work. Making our way to standing for that alternating reverse lunge. All right, let's go to standing. Got my 20s for the reverse lunge. Get ready. And work. Bicep curls are coming up next. Good. Bicep curls. Got my 25s. Get ready. And work. Good, we're heading down to the ground for the sit-up. Then we're staying down here for the next 2 exercises after. Remember to bring those weights down to the ground for the triceps and chest exercise. Get ready. And here. Got that tricep extension coming up. Good, all right. Tricep extension, got the 25s again. Get ready. And work. Chest press coming up. Good. All right. Got that chest press coming up next. I'm gonna use the same weight. Whew. Get ready. And work. We're making our way to standing for that RDL. And make our way to standing for that RDL. I'm gonna stick with my 35. Get ready. And work. I've got that front lateral raise after this. Good, all right, that front lateral is coming up. I'm gonna hold my 15s again. Or I had 12s last time, let's do 12s. That was good for me. Here we are, and out, and up. Whew, all right, good work. Let's put those dumbbells away. Grab a drink of water because we got one more circuit left. Whew, all right, join me back. Last circuit, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go back into the top for the goblet squat. Got my 35. Let's get ready. And work. Cross body raise coming up. Good. Cross body raise. Sticking with those 15s. Get ready. Starfish coming up. All right, let's head down to the ground for that starfish for our abs. Get ready. And work. We're gonna make our way to standing for those reverse lunges. Coming up. Good, okay. Reverse lunges. Holding those 20s again. Get ready. And let's work. All right, going into that bicep curl. Holding my 25s again. Get ready. We're gonna head back down to the ground after this for that sit up. Remember to, if your weights aren't already down there, bring them down for the tricep extension and the chest press. Good, all right. Let's head down to the ground for the sit-up. Oh. Whew. I like the little rest in between lying down. All right, let's get ready. Got that tricep extension coming up. All right, got the tricep extension, holding the same weight. Here we go. Gonna get ready for the chest press. I'm just coming up after this. Good. Stay on the ground here for the chest press. Get ready. Make our way to standing after this for the RDL. Good. All right, go to standing. Got that RDL. I'm gonna hold my 35s. Get ready. Got that front lateral to finish the circuit off. All right, last exercise, ladies and gentlemen. Push, push, let's bring it on home. That front lateral, holding my 12s again. And let's work. Doing good, we're halfway. In 3, 2, 1, and done. And you have moved daily in your full body workout. Good work, everyone. All right, grab a schlucks and join me for a stretch if you can. All right, let's stretch things out. Bring my arm across my body. I don't know how I haven't gone so long without shaving my head. It is the nicest thing ever, I think. I haven't had a haircut in months, and I just do it myself. I bought my own razor. Although those things can be kind of dangerous. I tried to, let's switch sides. I tried to do the back of my head one time by myself, and I screwed it up. I wore a hood for a good few weeks until the hair grew back. It was like this, a triangle on the top of my head. Not good, not good. So I just get other people to do it now. I got Tracy to do it earlier today. And she's not that good with a razor either. And she cut the whole back of my neck. It's all red. I don't know if you can see it. But you know what? At least she tried, which is all that counts. It's all that counts. I'm excited for the springtime. It feels like there wasn't even a winter. Let's stretch here. It feels like there wasn't even a winter this year. There was no snow. None whatsoever. It all stayed on the mountain, which I mean, I'm thankful for. I would rather it stay on the mountain than me having to look at it. Snow's cold. I'm not a big fan of the cold. I'm like a lizard or like a warm-blooded animal. Or do they? I don't know. I'm not. I might have just sounded dumb. That's okay. That's okay. Excited for the summer. I need the hot weather. All right. That is it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next workout.